Mr. Guan, one, I don't even know his name, but I have took him to a Chinese spa treatment where this fellow is one of the people that are hanging around there. Even to say I know him, I actually know his name when I actually saw the allegations on TV yesterday, including in the publication. But I can confirm that, like all other citizens, I do actually go to a spa treatment, and is the most popular one that many people, irrespective of their personalities, in Mpumalanga, we do use it.
So at the time when you were frequenting this particular spa, what was your position in government?
Well, I've been back to Mpumalanga since I became the head of department, and subsequently later I became a minister.
So when did you start going to that particular spa?
Well, I started going there. I will not be able to give you the time, but it should be early as around 2009.
And when you were frequenting this place, because he alleges that you were there at least weekly, or if not bi-monthly at the very least, did you always encounter this particular person, even if, as you say, perhaps you didn't know who he was? But do you recall seeing him around?
No. He is sometimes there, sometimes not around there. Remember, those people, faces, they change. And it's not even in my interest to say who's here, who's not here, because I'm just there to get a service. Whoever provides it is not an issue to me.
So at what point did you become aware of who this person actually is?
Well, I only became aware when one fellow journalist tried to ask questions. And then when this person asked questions to say, there is a man who claims to say he knows me. I've been to his house. He has been able to send certain people for spa treatment to my home. And then lastly, this person claimed to have a business, relationship with my wife. Well, we then responded because of which is the choice of gutter journalism. Firstly, I'm not a person who goes to people's home. I'm very discreet. I don't go to people's home. That man, I don't know where he stays. He don't even know where I stay. Not even a single person has ever came for spa treatment in my house. I don't know around strangers into my home. We put it on record. And then equally, we also put it on record that my wife is not actually doing business. Even at the time when the matter was breaking up, she has never been in a position to do any business. There are even records to show that whether this person has been in a position whether to have a registered company, whether the company has been in a position to get any work by which companies, in what forms. And it's actually very upset and upsetting that such allegations should be made to tarnish the image of myself as a person, tarnishing the image of the organization that I'm a member and the leader, including the government, because I'm not actually holding my jacket. I'm a member of cabinet of this government, even going to an extent of actually even tarnishing the international relations. If you check the broadcast yesterday that insinuated that President Xi Jinping, when he was here, his high-level delegation can be involved in such issues. Mm-hmm. And when you provide this kind of information, you have this kind of journalist who one chooses one when you actually indicate has not been to someone's home. There is no evidence that has been there. You take a picture with someone, like every high-profile person. I take pictures all over the world. And should we deny people to take pictures with us? Does a picture actually demonstrate a connection? If you take a picture with someone, does it actually say that you're a friend with the person?
Well, I don't know what it says, but are you in the habit of taking pictures when you go for spa treatments, is the question.
No, Sakina, you can't say you don't know. What does actually politicians and celebrities do? You go, you meet people. Our job is to work with people. What kind of a funny leader that when people are actually politely asking to take a picture, you don't actually allow them to take a picture? Where in the world does it say that if you have taken a picture with someone, if you're a leader or you're a celebrity, now you're a friend to the person, or whether you're a criminal? It's not them. Even if you look at the statement one has issued, because it's very important that we don't become selective. One, how we ask questions. Number two, how we actually report or analyze other people's answers, because you create a narrative. I'm on record. The man, if you listen to the video, what do you see there? The main one claims that he knows the minister very well. He does not say, I'm his friend. That was what he says. How do I know him? He claimed that I visit his spa treatment, which is a fact. I do visit the spa treatment. Then the man lies and say, I've been to his home.
Why would he lie about that? What do you think is the motivation behind that?
You know, I will not be able to speculate and speak on behalf of people. But I'm saying let's put the facts so that the public out there can be able to make their own judgment.
Minister, I'm sure you saw that picture that he has with you, the two of you in a picture. Where was that picture taken? Are you able to recognize the setting in which that picture was taken?
Your analysis, Sakina, will tell you. You check the picture, I'm sitting on a chair. My hands are on the table. You could see someone is doing a manicure on me. One, it does not actually demonstrate that this person is the man's house. I'm actually in the spa. Man sitting behind me, request to take a picture with a politician. I gladly accept. And then if this man says one has been to his home, why doesn't he show pictures of me at his home? Because he likes pictures. You will see that there are many comrades, there are many high-profile individuals, other MECs, HODs, municipal managers, and other celebrities that he takes pictures with. Does that actually convert them to accomplices to his illegal activities or make them to be people that are doing rhino hunting? I don't think so.
So, Minister, what are you going to do about all of this now?
Well, I've taken action. One, I'm not above the law. The allegations are very serious. I've spoken to the police commissioner. We have launched a formal inquiry that if these allegations are being made against me, because these allegations are very serious for someone in my position. Secondly, I've also asked that the activities that is allegedly he has done, that as law enforcement agencies, they should be able to take action around the bribes, the illegal telephone, the illegal workers that are within the country. The police are actually started working on this thing yesterday. But more importantly, I have taken legal action. There is this funny thing that is also coming up here, where a foreign private security company is allegedly sending signals that the minister might in one way have interfered with their termination of a contract. One, those person does not have a contract with state security. It is with St. Parks, and there is no way you can actually terminate a contract. If you know that his contract was terminated unfair, why doesn't he actually use the contract law to a recourse within our own laws that are there? Those are the main steps that one has been in a position to take.
And as far as the reporting on this particular story goes, do you intend suing Al Jazeera or the journalist or anybody who is related to this story?
Definitely, Sakina. You know, you come to be trending is big headlines. You have kind of journalism that actually speaks as if really there is a finding. It says on the YouTube, a minister linked. Even if you listen to this funny fellow called Guang then, you can't find anything to say, definitely this minister has assisted me, want to do my illegal activities. The same thing with my wife. She'll be taking legal action. The lawyers are actually started working on this thing. You also have to take action against this company, Mr. Morgan, who is actually doing that. But also including this publication that early in the morning they were actually trying to say these are the breaking news, because even before the story could be put on air by Al Jazeera, certain 2 or 3 local publications have actually put the story up there, one as a fact, actually without doing proper investigations.
Well, Minister Mahlobo, just to bottom line it, so you don't know this Mr. Guan. You have never been to his house, is what you are saying. Your hands are clean on this one.
No, if my hands are dirty, Sakina, why is it not being put there to say, where is the shred of evidence that suggests that, one, I'm linked to actually Rhino posting or illegal activities? By going to a spa treatment, should I, as a minister, actually treat every shop I go to or any person that I actually come into contact as a criminal and start to search them? I don't think that's how we should actually do certain things. But what should be my response is that when these matters, they come to my attention, one as a citizen, but as also a person in the position of authority, necessary action should be taken. And the others are the steps that one has been in a position to take. One, I'm on record, I'm not a friend to this fellow. I've never been to his house. My family or any other person in my family, especially my wife, does not do business like it is allegedly said by this person that my wife is actually fronting for me. And when the police do the investigation, they are at liberty to go through our own family accounts. We'll be able to cooperate with them. But these ones who are going to think that through their action they are going to scare me, to push around the issues around environmental crime. Since I came in, and as a person who studied environmental issues, we'll be able to actually not to be deterred. We'll be able to come hard on them. But if there is an evidence that this minister is doing shoddy things, well, this minister is not above the law. Let's allow justice to take its course.